well in it. For the Area 77, on the other hand, they have been in the NACT maybe even before the Bloodthirsty Kings return to the scene. They've been there every season, and every season they continue to prove that they are the top 8 at least in this region. And this
job for Area 77 to try and protect that Farja.
All right, so let's jump into game number 1 of the North America Challengers Tournament Grand Finals. This is Area 77 up against Bloodthirsty Kings. Private, what do we got to look out for in this early game?
Yeah, a lot of respect from both of these teams to go ahead and back off from that fight so early. Joybaj still, you can see that. It's not ego, though. He just understands the attacks.
Yeah, Tsunami Slam does come down. A lot of damage. Best player able to take the turtle. First blood, though, on to best player Hunter. Able to find Fried Chicken. 2 fall from the side of BTK. It's a turtle for 2. Feels like a good trade for Area 77.
Taking a look at the items right now, you do see that just narrowly ahead. Oh, another engagement.
Big Way of the Dragon on to Baj. Baj does go down. Best player able to get the kill. It's going to be important after taking that last death.
You know they're going to be ready. You know they're going to be in that diversion to be able to kind of get that flank onto the enemies. So it's something that Area 77 is going to need to be aware of.
White Chicken makes the call. Feathered Airstrike does come down, though. Baj just trying to get away, but look at the damage on his Shark. Hunter able to pick up another kill. Now White Chicken a little bit of trouble, down to about 10%. Taking out Hunter with the double. Zia trying to clean things up. Gets the Destinata off, but Hunter with the Wings by Wings is able to get away, and Area 77 comes out on top once again in the team fight.
They come out on the team fight, but again, this objective looking a little bit more in the favor of BTK. Like I said, they do their best to kind of hang on in that early game. We're just waiting to see, is Area 77 going to be able to choke them out? Zia in a little bit of trouble.
Zia's going to be in trouble here. Zia not going to be able to get away. ISO picks up the kill. That camp away from BTK's jungle. A little bit of a 1v1 down to the boss side. Best player versus Shiro. Shiro down to about half health. Not quite enough items locked in yet to really take out that Joy.
I love that they both go at each other. They both activate their ultimates at the same time, and then they both separate, realizing, all right, we're not going to be able to settle this just yet. BTK, ooh. Oh, nice little ambush prepared there as they're hiding in there, but Shiro able to read it out.
A good steal from best player, and that's where BTK always continue to be proactive on the map. It's like, yes, you could take some kills, but we're going to come for your orange buff. Yes, you might be able to get a lead, but we're always going to find some play somewhere else to even out the playing field.
Oh, and just as we were talking about it being even, they clash again off screen, and Shiro able to get the best of best player. Against yourself right now. Great job by Shark and Joybaj getting the vision, feeding that information to their partners. Ooh, we have a Way of the Dragon potentially.
They are going to back off. Big Tsunami Slam does land. A lot of damage. Feathered Airstrike coming out. You're actually able to get the flicker away, able to just escape. ISO trying to target down on a Fried Chicken, but here comes Shark looking for a target as well. Best player doesn't know which way to go. BTK back off.
Man, I was just about to say, oh, we do have a diversion coming out. Shiro.
Watch for the play. Watch for the play. Shiro in a bad spot. Shiro still to get the turtle. Doesn't go down, and now they're responding back. Best player on the run, and here comes Shiro looking for the target. Best player gets the kill. So they lose the turtle, but find the jungler. It's back and forth. The tower does go down on the back side. Bloodthirsty King's got to do something to even out the playing field.
Get himself too close to some of these fights. He hasn't been picked off as much as we thought he would.
Ooh, big play onto Baj. ISO in a bad spot, trying to retarget, looking for Hoon, looking for the possible crossbow. Tang, he's able to get the kill, still hasn't popped the crossbow. Hunter, able to find one. ISO does finally drop. It's a 2-for-1 right now. BTK looking to keep up the fight, evening the playing field by taking out Joybaj. Yureshi with the conceal, trying to run away. Tower does drop on the boss side. It is still a tied game.
Oh, man, and able to get some kills off there as well. Best player able to dive into that back line. Ooh, they're going ahead and put some damage onto Shark. He's not really scared of
airstrike there. Is BTK going to take advantage of that? Maybe go for the play. We keep on seeing that diversion, the possibility of it pop up. But wait a second. Baj does get caught. A lot of damage coming in from Zia. He's able to get the kill. That's one man down for Area 77, and Lord's still up.
What a great peak conceal play out there coming from Shark. The entire team's diversion coming out. I'm not sure that that's one that they want. It was right on top of Shiro, and not too much of a surprise there. So they do back up, but they are at a severe disadvantage. Another big suppression coming out there. Fly Chicken dives onto Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter's just having trouble, man. I think that's why he's popping these feathered airstrikes so early, because it's, wait a second, Hoon in the backside getting targeted down from Urashi, but now Urashi caught off guard. Damage coming in from Zia. Urashi still up, just trying to get away. Shiro able to take out best player. Zia finds Urashi, but that is a jungler off the map, and Lord still down. Does Area 77 finally try to make the play?
Yeah, and it looks like the advantage there is going to go to Area 77. They're able to take down best player. That's going to be a retribution they're not going to have for this. Shark still standing by. He's not afraid. A feathered airstrike is out. Chicken on the side, and Shiro able to very cleanly clean up that Lord.
You know, if they're targeting everyone else, then best player's just caught with his head cut off somewhere.
Yeah, and I want to say we're kind of, I was going to say we're looking for
big
Zia.
Toss, big grab, ISO finds Zia. The Tsunami Slam does come back, but Baj already did his job. He already did what he needed. That's one down, and Lord's still coming.
Oh, and that is so unfortunate with the first Lord coming crashing at your base. I was just about to say, Zia is 1K ahead of the enemy marksman, and Shiro able to take down Hoon as a Lord crashing at the base.
Hoon just disappeared. The man is gone. He's a myth right now. As Shiro continues to dominate on the map. ISO now pushing in onto this tower. It's going to fall soon. Area 77 is broken into the base of BTK in game number 1. So it's a good position. Someone's going to have to go clean that up as long as BTK are able to stall this out. And look at the diversion. Look at the repositioning from BTK.
Oh, it's just fried chicken there at the bottom, though, so trying to get some positioning. ISO, scouting, doing a great job. This is what I love about Area 77 right now. They're doing such a great job of making sure they are checking around the map as fast and as great as they can, making sure to kind of disable what Hoon can bring with that diversion.
Yeah, they're constantly looking for information and finding it, right? And that's so huge for so many teams. ISO, once again, they know what BTK is up to. They know they're trying to get a bottom flank position, and they're not letting it happen. If anything, ISO's actually on the chase. Joy Baj now in the back line. Urashi there as well. Big toss from Hoon. Hoon gonna get shattered down by the feathered airstrike as Shiro tries to clean up in the backside, but best player with the outplay takes out the retry, takes out the jungler, and now BTK can try to turn this around.
Ooh, Shark with the conceal play is gonna run, sweep into it. Look how fast BTK responds to being able to take out an overplay by Shiro. Joybot's in the front looking for an opportunity.
Joybot's in a bad spot. Don't know if he wants to go for this. Immortality does pop. Best player able to get the kill onto him as ISO dances around the backside. Feathered airstrike does come down. All ISO needs is one crossbow tang, and there it is. Will it be the turnaround though? Can he get the kill? Can he try to put things back into their favor in this fight? Over on the other side of the map right now, Zia also cleaning it up, but Area 77 are still hunting along with best player as he picks up Hunter. It's a 3-for-3. It's a mess, and BTK come out with the Lord, but look at ISO still going.
Yeah, I think Hoon smacked some sense into him trying to go into that tower. Oh, he's gonna come in with the diversion.
Whoa. He doesn't go.
Out Shiro into the back line, get the CC, and shut him down to get this Lord a little bit of breathing room.
Ooh. Winter Truncheon not going to be able to get away from that. That is huge. Once again, best player goes down. 40 seconds on the clock, though. He will be up well before next Lord. Area 77, I think in that last team fight, ISO maybe lost his cool a little bit. They forced a fight that they did not have to.
Ooh, we do have a diversion coming in from the backside. Looks like Hoon coming in. Hunter's locked on.
ISO still looking for a target, trying to dance back. Zia trying to lock him down, and ISO finally falls. Zia finally with the pop-off. Joybotch looking for a target. Fried Chicken just won't go down. Joybotch finally gets the kill. BTK push back, but they're looking better and better as they do it.
Shiro just needs to be a little bit more patient with some of those quad shadows. I say that. We have another diversion out on the field. Looks like they just kind of repositioning a bit. Not an explosively great position diversion there.
I mean, in gold, I mean, look at it. It's literally exactly a tie game right now. At this point, Area 77's big chance is to try to play the map and maybe not force these fights too much, but Hoon goes down. That's one member off the map for BTK as best player tries to fight into the backside. Best player now on the run. Winter Truncheon pops. ISO not going to let him go. Not today. Immortality is bought, is picked up. Best player able to just escape with his life, but Area 77 doesn't want to stop here. Shiro going to dash in, quad shadow, and then escape, and now Zia's trying to turn the tables as Area 77 runs back to the Lord.
That is what you call synergy. Look how quickly BTK were able to get to that back line, protect best player. Now Joybot's looking for another ejector.
Whoa! That's huge damage. The feathered airstrike comes down, and BTK falls. Best player, Zia, taken off the map, and this guarantees a Lord for Area 77.
Shiro picking up a Lord, his team picking apart BTK, 21-11.
ISO just needs to focus on the base. A couple more shots. BTK trying to defend, but that is it. Area 77 defy the odds and take game number 1.
A loss from a team coming from a direction Bloodthirsty King have not seen a challenge in a while. And here, Area 77 making this first match count.
Woo, what a I mean, and that went the long haul too. BTK was never fully out of that. At any point, they could have turned it around, which gives me hope for the series, gives me hope for Area 77 because they were beating BTK even when the gold was tied.
Yeah, and this is the amazing thing, and this is what I've been talking about with teams when it comes to
best player might be able to flank here and there, but I think Fly Chicken and Shark need to kind of make sure they're protecting Zia and Hoon, right? Because we know how aggressive Joybaj wants to get. I think it'll be a good idea if they can bait Area 77 in. But let's jump in to game number 2. Area 77 started things off with the first win of the series. Can BTK even out the playing field? Hunter on his own, and he's having some trouble in this mid lane right now. Baj needs to try to come in and save the day.
Oh, yeah, and I'm wondering if how we're going to be able to protect Hoon.
Save the day he will as Hoon is taken out first blood over to Area 77.
Hold his own, clear out those minions, wait for Area 77 to come and do a pass by. Here, looks like it's going to be a clean turtle for BTK.
All right, so air troll.
Yeah, here, Fly Chicken lingering around mid. My only point here, oh, they go in. Hoon tries to get that ultimate. They pull back Hunter. Yureshi goes in.
Oh, big tsunami slam. Down comes the feathered airstrike. Hoon under the tower, taken out once again as rain is fire on the ground. Fly Chicken forced to back off. That's 2 kills onto Hoon in the first 3 minutes.
Down to Zia, because we've seen how lethal he can be on this pick and how well he can control with it. Now, going on to the next turtle fight.
Yeah, Joybaj looking for a position along with Yureshi into the backside. He dives in. Best player gets done. Tsunami slam as Hunter looks for a positioning. Best player still able to take the turtle in the midst of it. Look at the damage on a Baj. Zia already picking up a kill. BTK comes out on top on the second turtle.
Oh, and this is exactly what I was talking about with Zia. He's somebody that has to be on your list. Those quick rotations on a gimme. However, it does allow the pickup of a tower by, I misspoke a little too soon. On this next turtle, which means he's not going to be able to kind of get that flicker and pop up when it comes to this next team fight. Ooh, we have an I'm offended.
Nice, I'm offended with some nice damage. Yureshi just trying to get away, but Shark doesn't let it happen. Joybaj now getting involved as well. Hoon brought down low. ISO with the speedy light wheel, just looking for a couple more shots, but he decides to finally back off. He didn't go for it first. He went for it as like 4th or 5th item this time, and now coming in, Shark looking for Baj.
Ooh, that was actually very careful there. If that was anybody else, if that was Hoon, Joybaj would have taken him out. Now they don't have any fracture to be able to get onto this turtle. It's going to be a free one for Area 77. 2-1 when it comes to turtle pickups right now.
Wave clear. I think he has a feeling it's not safe out there, but he also wants to kind of keep his team in a decent position, so he uses it to clear that mid wave a lot. We saw it last game, and we're seeing it this game, but now Baj in a little bit of trouble, gonna go down. Zia able to get the kill, put him at 2-1-1. Another feathered airstrike from Hunter just to try to clear out this wave, just to try to clear out these minions.
Just alone, it's always a group effort. They understand, but I want to say here, some great placement by Area 77. A missed opportunity by Shark as this fight is about to beginning.
And Yureshi does still have the Tsunami Slam as well. Feathered Airstrike does come down to create a little bit of space. Joybaj gets pulled back in and taken out. Best player able to get the kill. Big Tsunami Slam does land onto Yureshi. They're going to try to target down to him. Gets brought low. Fly Chicken taken out. ISO picks up the kill. 1-for-1. EXP for Rome.
Yeah, and right now, looking, I mean, both teams kind of giving up on the Lord right now. It's kind of a stalemate there. Fly Chicken got taken out into the back line. That big Tsunami Slam able to bring him into harm's way. The entire group of Area 77. Yureshi, ooh, very close to getting caught.
I look at Shiro, though, maybe in a bad spot. Needs to be careful. He's going to get dragged back. Hoon able to get the lantern off. Shiro going to get the kill onto Hoon here. Now he's into the backside. Shark low, electrifying beats. Able to reclaim space over this Lord Pit as Joybaj and ISO show up. Best player pushed back. Area 77 aren't going to focus down onto this Lord, though. They're going to try to move on to the mid tower.
Oh, and I wonder if that was kind of a misplay by Hoon. He went forward, tried to get that CC onto Shiro. He did get the Lantern Flare, picks him up, and brings him closer. And it's like, now what? Now you have a Joy in your face who's about to take you down.
Area 77 now kind of really stepping on the glass. What was a tied game is now a 2K gold lead, and look at the aggression onto this purple buff jungle. Joy trying to get in, gets a toss onto Hoon once again. ISO with the speedy light wheels. Bosch tries to run away, but Zia able to find the kill onto Area 77. Shiro looking for the electrifying beats. He pops it, he finds it. The damage does unleash. Best player able to take him out though. It's 2 for 1. BTK are able to find a winning moment as the Lord encroaches on their field. He woke up today and knew what he was born for. It is all Hoon. It is all Zia. There is no escape from Jawhead right now. He is going to get pulled back in, though, for that airstrike from the boss side. Able to unleash some bombs onto the side of BTK. ISO able to find Fried Chicken. Lord still at about half health. A Shark just tries to escape with his life. He's able to get under the tower to safety, but Area 77 continues to push in.
Shiro just turned that around. Also, I want to say a little bit of a misstep from Hoon. Kind of got separated from his team a little bit too far there. I want to say, though, I am absolutely in love with the performance right now from Area 77.
Another Lord goes down, and a Tsunami Slam catches Shark. Immortality pops. He's not going to escape this one. That's a member down and a Lord over to Area 77. What is going on with BTK right now? It's got to go. It's got to go. And Area 77, even with the confidence of it, it's like, we don't think you're going to pick it. We're going to not ban it as well. And now BTK paying the price on that. The Kalea and the Jawhead into the hands of Area 77, because even Yoreshi now is making great plays, but Lord is coming down. Feathered airstrike to help open up the field. They take the tower, grab Chicken, bring him back to the base. He tries to flicker back. Shark falls as ISO and Shiro wreak havoc onto the land of BTK. It's 3 members down. We're looking for 4, but the minions aren't there, so Area 77 backs off.
They still have minions coming in through mid, still have minions coming in through top, so there is still time for them to be able to close this game out. They're looking for Zia. They do get a little bit of CC.
Ooh. What was Hunter doing? Wings by Wings trying to get the stun onto Zia, being a little bit too aggressive, and that's a first big mistake we see come out of his hands.
And this is what BTK needs to have, is some type of mistakes from Area 77. And this is what we've talked about before when it comes to a lot of games. A lot of games, they're lost at the base, and not always by the defenders.
Head and ISO in that signature bush down there. They are going to finally run out. It's like, it's getting a little too hairy. Too many of them are down here. This might not be a safe spot.
Yeah, and that was what I was worried. That's the MPL bush when it comes to those ganks of coming up from the side there. Do you have a little bit of engagement?
Tsunami Slam does land down on Fried Chicken. ISO going to shred through. Fried Chicken is able to just escape, brought low, but finally taken out. Zia does find Shiro, though. That's a jungler off the map for Area 77 with Lord up. That is a risky situation.
Oh, they trade Fly Chicken for the Lord. This is going to be a great opportunity for BTK to be able to get this Lord. They do need to be on their P's and Q's. Make sure that they're not allowing, you can see Area 77 hanging in. A lot of immortalities.
Big jump. Best player brought low. He's taken out. Hunter gonna try to steal this Lord out of their hands. Zia gone as well. Can they get it? Yes. Area 77 gets the outplay, and now ISO's on the base. We don't need a Lord to win game number 2.
Coming at BTK from multiple directions. Not only were they able to take down best player at the Lord fight, but also ISO coming in through the mid lane, able to secure the core for Area 77's second win against BTK.
That is huge. We're at 2-0 right now. Area 77 continues to dominate. Game 1 was close, but this time Area 77 showed up in clean fashion. And look at ISO, 5-0-4, and even him splitting off from the team. They didn't have a jungler, but
to be able to kind of burst through that front line of BTK.
Now we'll see if Area 77 can keep up their streak as BTK's backs are up against the ropes, taking shots to the face. Can they finally put one in their book, or will Area 77 take us to match point? Problems here.
Yeah, and I mean, it is definitely one of the problems that we've been seeing here. Starting to go on, ooh, Yoreshi actually might be caught, you know, gonna take a little bit of damage, and Matilda already paying for its weight.
Big damage on a Fried Chicken, forced to pop out a flicker as this force turtle is on the field. Fried Chicken now not going to be able to maybe get away to the next big problem. Will get stunned, brought down to about half health as Yureshi chases him down with the Infernal Pursuit. Best player now trying to dash in, gets the shadow kill, looking for someone. Baj does goes down as a Feathered Ike, strikes damage. Shark looking for the next target, brought down low, has to get out as Yureshi tries to fight him off, but he just can't. Fried Chicken able to find one that's 2 down for the side of Area 77 as Hunter and Shiro are forced to back off.
Shark absolutely threading the needle on that fight, taken to within a breath of his health being completely maxed out, is able to find itself an escape. They wasted so many abilities trying to take down Shark that there was nothing left. Best player able to clean up the Lord there, and it wins to get people out of the way. And this is the problem too. We're gonna try to latch onto Hunter, even if you can get away from that ultimate. Ooh, we do have an engagement.
And so does use the flicker, is able to just get away, but that's going to be a nice chunk of gold plating over the side of BTK.
And here Hunter's been doing a great job too, and Area 77 has been doing a great job of their protection of Hunter.
The damage onto Hunter, gonna try to protect him as much as he can. He is able to back off. It's something that he's good at, creating space and making sure he doesn't go down in the early game.
Yeah, and now BTK free to kind of get this positioning onto this turtle. Shiro has it in. You see the information going to him. They have the vision on it. Are they going to be able to protect them? Fried Chicken alone in the back while they're trying to take Hoon off screen, able to find a kill.
And now Best Player gonna get involved. Shiro brought down to about half health. Best Player still has a shadow kill. Just waiting for the moment to strike. He's gonna go back to the turtle though, as Yureshi drops the Infernal Pursuit onto Fried Chicken and Shark. But they're just creating space. They're just biding time as Hunter tries to move on to Best Player here. The fight still continues.
Yeah, and at the bottom, the lane is alone, so you can see that Zia on the Granger is going to go ahead and be able to get that tower at the very least, while BTK is baiting around on this turtle, looking for a fight with Area 77.
Yeah, I mean, this is a big one for Area 77. Do they fight this? If they do and they win out, it could turn the table. But if BTK skates with something big here, it is trouble for Area 77. Fried Chicken able to take out Shiro. It is still standing as Hunter finally gets the kill on him. But Hunter tries to force the flicker back as Zia chases him down. Destinata does land, but he's still up as Shark runs through the tower to create space, and the turtle is still standing.
Oh, and this is just a much better game by BTK. Very much more deliberate with some of these fights. Even the deaths seem more deliberate by BTK to be able to give them time to be able to get these turtle to
5K gold ahead. Hayabusa on Best Player has never looked better. He's holding 1.2K gold lead over Shiro right now. Shiro just having trouble keeping up as Shark continues to harass, and I mean, as Fried Chicken continues to hound and harass him.
Yeah, and even there, Fried Chicken did an excellent job being able to get the distance out there. Ooh, a nicely placed Glorious Pathway is out.
Now Yureshi does hold down the front line as Shiro tries to get a couple Ranger shots on them, but still not enough. At least they defend the tower, though.
And we're basically one more minion wave. And Best Player doing such a great job. The macro from BTK this game is so much better, especially when there's not the threat of the Hilda. There's not the threat of the Jawhead. There's not the threat of having the Farza that can cover the map so quickly.
I mean, we're seeing how overall utility to damage, it just supplies all the options.
Well, and not just that, but we're being very patient. Ooh, we do have a shadow kill onto the back line with the feathered airstrike to kind of bring back the line of Area 77 as BTK pushes through the mid tower, opening up the map of Area 77. These feathered airstrikes. Not just that, but Best Player or Fried Chicken is doing such a great job of pushing back the back line, baiting out a lot of these abilities, getting very low, and that's when the feathered airstrike comes out. And then Area 77 needs to make a decision. Do we keep on attacking Fried Chicken? Do we turn around on Hoon? And that's where BTK is shining here, as they get another objective.
From the backside, I mean, they have great range. You have the Destinata, you have the feathered airstrike. You're just completely stiff arming. Look at Best Player in the backside, completely chunking them down, also pushing Area 77 into a hole.
Yeah, and they're doing, and that's a great job too. A great thing to point out is the poking ability coming from BTK. So not only do you have to worry about the suppressive fire coming from Hoon and coming from Zia on this Granger, but then Best Player can dive into the back line, start chunking you down as well. Here comes another immense artillery blast coming from Hoon.
And look at the damage. Tower does go down. It's looking like a mirror image of last series, but this time it's BTK on the strong foot. Yureshi tries to dash in, but unable to find nothing but air there. Area 77 just trying to defend with all they can. Can they make the play happen? Circling Eagle does come in, able to get the knock up. Look at the damage on Zia. Yureshi trying to push him back, but Zia flickers back himself. Shiro low. Hoon finds the kill, drops a feathered airstrike to let Area 77 know we're still here.
Threading the needle perfectly there. They try to latch on. They force Yureshi to go so deep back with that demonic force to try to take down Zia. It puts him into harm's way. The rest of Bloodthirsty Kings close in around him.
All right. Ooh, Baj getting low as well. BTK able to take the tower. They have 2 minions plus minions on the top side. Move on, switch up, take down another inhibitor. BTK gets what they came for.
Ooh, and we do have Hoon sitting in that precise bush to go ahead and rain down damage. Best Player thinks twice about that quad shadow he lays out there. And man, this is what I was talking about, especially having a Farsha on your team. It is so hard to protect those high ground towers from the Jawhead. But being able to take this Farsha away from them too, adding it to your repertoire has been a game changer for BTK and been able to help secure a lot of these engagements. As long as Hoon stays out of the mix, as long as Hoon stays with that great positioning, laying down that feathered airstrike, BTK is going to have a gold paved road down to Area 77 core.
I think there's a very important thing to note here. When Area 77 won their games, they were close. When BTK finds their groove, they have only lost 1 tower. They have barely lost anything at all, and they have kept a strong gold lead. It's looking at almost 12K at this point. We're breaking into that zone. I don't know if Area 77 can defend this Lord.
Yeah, we're about to find out. No high ground towers left. Lord crashes in.
Look at the damage on Ashiro. Immediately annihilated as Joyboss tries to get in the back line. Yureshi does everything he can to buy time, but it's just not going to be enough as BTK takes game number 2.
Never down and out. Our BTK, they finally wake up with a very dominating performance in game 3.
I mean, that's huge, right? We got us a series. At this point, BTK tweak the draft a little bit, get comfortable in themselves, and just smash down onto Area 77. Taking a look at the stats, Best Player 104, Hoon 306, Zia 203. Every damage dealer on the side of BTK never took a hit.
Game, and BTK was always responding. This time, I think they have a better way, better avenues to go ahead and start this as we move into that game 4.
Time for the side of BTK.
Yeah, and Shark already doing great jobs zoning out Joybaz right now. Best Player and the Fried Chicken move into the bush. I think we're kind of maybe, this is one of the things I was talking about before where we kind of linger and we possibly force a fight, but BTK doing a great job trying to get that distancing in as they start on this first turtle.
Look at the aggression on Shiro. He's forced to reroute around the back. Nice knock up on 2 members, though. But here comes Best Player looking for some damage. Shiro pushed back, pulled back, taken out. Fried Chicken with the first blood. BTK looking to take this first turtle.
Oh, that was just a magnetic combo that they put onto Shiro with the pullback and to the pop-up and then the damage coming out from Best Player. They immediately turn around, snatch up this first turtle. A little bit of a problem, Hunter, trying to get that distance. Like I said, it's a little bit more of an issue when you don't have the Jawhead making those plays. Shark doing a great job.
Another big I'm offended. A little bit of damage from Chicken. Area 77 able to back off, but ISO might be in trouble. Pops a Speedy lightly. Look at the damage. ISO does get, Spear Destruction. He comes in. Zia finds the kill. He's caught now in the midst of that airstrike. Taken out as well. Gold laner for Gold laner, but now Hood locked onto Hunter and finds the kill. 2 for 1. BTK keeping it aggressive. The guy is always looking for moments to push on those towers.
Yeah, the interesting thing is, I want to say Hoon has been a lot more aggressive with that Crimson Beacon, using it more aggressively for offense, more than, Yureshi actually in trouble.
Yeah, Yureshi's not in trouble. Yureshi is dead. Yureshi is gone, and this is going to give a big advantage to the second turtle for BTK.
Oh, and on the backside, Shark doing a great job zoning out Shiro and being able to use that CC. This is something that we haven't seen too often, but amongst with all the CC that you can put out, and in trouble, Shiro.
That crab might have not been worth it. He is able to, no, I'm offended. Shiro trying to escape with his life. He just makes it away. I guess the crab was worth it.
The crab was worth it. He makes it out of there, and BTK looking to lose their top tower here. Fly Chicken powerless to go ahead and stop that. It's been a back-to-back, but without the aggressiveness of the Jawhead, without the fear of that, I feel like Hunter just has not been having a great game.
ISO deleted. Fly Chicken is hunting right now. This man is the EXP leader. He's on a Hilda. He's 3-0-0. He's got over 50% of the kills for BTK right now.
Yeah, and being shut down, that is another tower down for the side of Area 77. 1-2 right now. Fly Chicken doing a great job baiting out these abilities from the backside, and things looking a little grim for Area 77. ISO sitting at 0-2 right now. Oh, big dragon kick.
Yeah, Baj gets the hit onto Shark, able to take Shark down. Fly Chicken on the run. Shark, though, looking for Shiro. Shiro low. Spirit Destruction still sitting there. Zia's not going to go for the commit as ISO brings out the speedy light wheel. Hunter decides to pop the wings by wings, but decides to back off as well. Aries, best player hunts him down in the back line and strikes out Yureshi.
Yeah, a big boy damage coming out from best player with the flank. Takes out Yureshi from out of nowhere. That is, especially with all that damage. And Hunter is down from Fly Chicken as ISO comes in just a little late for the protection.
Baj misses that way of the dragon, and that could be his death. ISO with the speedy light wheel, looking for anything, looking for purchase, but it's just not there. Zia gets a kill into his pocket.
Yeah, 8-2 right now. Domination for BTK. Fly Chicken sitting at 4-0-1 right now on this Hilda. We were talking about some of the other picks there, but Chicken right now is having the game of his life. When BTK knows what they're doing, when they're able to kind of get that momentum, it is a wheel that is so hard to stop, and it is so dominating that it's very hard to even find those little bits of breathing room. Here, attacking on 2 towers at once.
Yeah, conceal play just to try to move. Big kick onto 3, but still, you're stopped. You're hunted down. You're taken out. Baj can't make a play happen right now. Every time he goes in, bloodthirsty Tings just take him out of the map.
Where Area 77 is starting to force plays. They're not as comfortable. They're not. They don't have the advantage like they did in those first 2 games.
Yeah, they have to be able to think about it. Like if we're plus 5K behind, looking at almost 10K, we're closing into that gap right now, 9K. You cannot go for the big plays. You have to play it safe. You have to play like BTK played it when they were losing, where you're just kind of waiting for those moments. And the problem is Area 77's composition isn't made for waiting for those moments exactly.
Slowly trying to turtle this things in and waiting for that opportunity, waiting for BTK to make a mistake, which they're not really making right now. And we've talked about it before. BTK is one of those teams that the later and later it gets, the more games that they play, the later the hour is, the better they are at being able to get those comebacks. And here right now, with them in control, it's going to be very hard for Area 77 to find that footing.
Now watch for Zia. My guy just got in the Malefic gun. We're looking at a little bit more range added onto a Moskov who doesn't have a lot, but that range could make the difference when trying to break through these towers, when trying to take on these team fights.
Yeah, and I want to say, like, I was very surprised at the aggressiveness of Hoon with this. The first 2 fights we saw, he used that Crimson Beacon very aggressively instead of like using it to try to get away, and that really set the stage, kept this snowball rolling. We're down 1 high ground at the 10-minute mark right now. Area 77, 10K gold behind right now, looking for some type of opportunity. They go deep in on Hunter.
Zia gets the push back onto Shiro, hunting him down, looking for one more hit, but Shiro's able to just get away. Now best player moving on the next one. ISO is able to take out Fly Chicken. Best player under the tower. Urashi able to take him out. Area 77 are defending, maybe looking for the fight back, but they decide to back off. They are able to come out in a good defense to where the rest of the team can clean up.
I mean, Hunter has been having a rough game. He's only got 2 items at the 12-minute mark right now. So, and on a Farzer, you still do enough damage, but just Hoon has been doing such a great job of trying to keep the distance here. Joybaz back and forth, actually gets put back.
Oh, man, that is tough. Area 77, Hunter now caught by the Spear Destruction. Zia wipes him out. Hoon gets the double kill, though. Shiro no longer looking like a hero under the tower as Yureshi just tries to defend, but a Lord's going to be coming soon, and it's only 3 members on the map for Area 77.
12-4, 13-minute mark right now. BTK with another Lord looming, and that is something dangerous for Area 77. Last high ground tower meeting its end by Zia. BTK looking to put this game into the record books.
Zia is 1v3 right now. Lord coming down, minions on the mid side. Area 77 just trying to defend, grasping at anything they can right now. The Feathered Airstrike does drop down, able to get some nice shots onto Shark there. They're able to clear these bottom minions before the Lord comes, but BTK is lining up behind it. They don't have minions on the far side. They're still pushing. Don't give me the winner cam just yet. Area 77's not out. Joybaz looks for the kick, gets him against the wall. He's now in a bad spot, but here comes Area 77. Best player able to find Baj. Best player able to find Urashi. Hoon with the big flare, looking for a target. ISO finds best player, but Shiro's getting taken out. Zia's locking on the base, and Area 77 could be going down for another game, but they're still defending. Hunter finds Fried Chicken. Shark off the map, but the base finally drops, and BTK tie up the series.
What a game by BTK. See the winners cam here right now. I do appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie. I appreciate Area 77. Take that loss. High fives all around. It's like, all right, we'll gotta develop another plan for it. You don't even see the frustration just yet, but man, what a dominating game by BTK there.
I mean, just same thing as last game. Once they found the answer, once they tweaked a bit, it is no longer looking like a standstill. It is looking like BTK is still very much the favorites.
Oh, yes, definitely. 17-6 right here. You can take a look at it. 5-1-8 for Zia. 5-0-11 for Hoon. It looks like the Juicen has finally found its mark. Found out.
Has to be careful about splitting up overall, but you don't want to stay together when you're up against an implosion. But here we go. Here at the NACT Grand Finals, the score is tied 2-2 between Area 77 and BTK. Who's going to take the next one? But it's not always in the first 2 minutes. I think both teams know what's on the line here. Normally there's at least 1 kill before the turtle, but this time we're looking at 0.
Well, that's because we don't have a freaking Jawhead on there to get in there. Speaking of which, we're going to dive in.
Ooh, a lot of damage does come in from Shiro. They're looking for Hoon. They're looking for the target. Reshi able to get the first blood. Moving on to best player now. Hunter flying up with the wings by wings, but Shark pushes him away with a very well-placed skill. Now Fried Chicken also looking for a target of his own, but the fight disperses.
Yeah, and this is the value you get out of a Lucas. Like I'm talking about, and Shiro actually in a little bit of trouble here. Joybaz with the quick recovery, able to peel for his jungler.
And now Shiro has to go back to base. BTK are going to probably try to rush down on this turtle. Hoon also in the fight. I don't think Joybaz and Yureshi should stick around too long for the Spear Destruction. Also ready to line up, a best player takes the turtle.
Yeah, Spirit Destruction came in there. I was actually a little worried that we'd be having a 5v4, especially with Zia kind of returning to the base to kind of get that. Feathered Airstrike comes down, puts a little damage onto Joybaz, and now going to force him to go home.
Is there Shark looks for the pullback, just misses it though.
Yeah, look at the push out, being a little nuisance at the purple buff, was not able to find it. Hunter in trouble.
Oh, just gets away. If that kill happens, it's trouble for Area 77. Stack up.
Yeah, he's got just 400 gold over ISO right now, but I mean, that's going to start stacking up here. BTK, and I'm wondering as we move in, next turtle is up. Feathered Airstrike out on Hunter.
Not going to be able to get away from this one. The feathered airstrike, the shadow kill, it all lined up perfectly, and Fried Chicken rotates up as well. Joybaj looking for Best Player, does get the kick, but no one's there with the damage. Best Player finds Joybaj in the midst of it all. Spear Destruction does come down, but ISO is not going to commit to that one.
Yeah, Joybaj did a great job, got the kick, but like the rest of his team had already pretty much backed off. That just allowed, I mean, Best Player was never in any real damage there, as 4 members pretty much just collided down around Best Player to kind of ensure that he was able to get away.
And what started as 300 gold turned into 1,000, and now we're looking at 2K gold lead. ISO very low. Hunter able to come up and try to save the day. The feathered airstrike does come down onto Hoon. Can he get the last hit? Hoon immunes it, able to just get away, and Shiro falls off screen to Best Player as well.
Yeah, BTK doing a great job here, and I love the fact that Hoon, Hoon seems to be doing better when it comes to the feathered airstrike than Hunter is right now. He's able to get it off faster. Zia in trouble here, getting sandwiched.
All right, a little bit of damage onto Hunter there. Oh, not a lot of damage actually onto Hunter there. Samon's force does drop. Area 77 once again on the back foot, and the gold just keeps on escaping. They're not keeping it at a standstill. BTK is running away once again with this game.
Yeah, and about a 1K gold lead there for Zia, starting to create that gap, create that rift between him and ISO right now. And we've been seeing this the whole game, even without the help from BTK. Zia's been able to push into that. Another feather airstrike out on the field.
Ooh, Baj is able to get the kill onto Hoon. That's a little bit helpful. A kill when you're losing is a kill in the book, and that's a good one in my eyes. Area 77 just need to back off now.
Yeah, and especially when it comes to having about a 4K deficit against BTK here in the 6-minute mark, it creates a little bit of that breathing room. 32 seconds, though, left for this turtle, and I'm wondering if Area 77, like we were talking about, there's just not really that front line, and that's the problem when you have the Cho out there. Joybot's going to have to get out of here. Best Player, I think, already used that shadow kill, but still has 19 seconds left for this turtle.
I mean, your Reshi at this point has pretty much had to become the tank. SOD, well played by ISO to get the juke to get away from there. But as I was saying, your Reshi has pretty much become the tank, and he's doing well. He hasn't died yet, and when this comes into big 5v5s, he could be the thing that keeps Area 77 alive.
Yeah, but the problem is the immense amount of CC that comes from Tigreal. Another kick.
Ooh, they get the kill on the Best Player. It does go into the hands of Baj, but still, it is helpful. Look at the damage from Shiro. Hoon falls as well. Area 77 trying to tie up the game. If they can get this turtle, it could get them there.
And just like that, the advantage coming out for Area 77. Feathered airstrike comes out. Fried Chicken having to get out of the way as Shiro collects the, I want to say, Area 77's first turtle. An XP laner, you need to be able to understand the minimap. When you don't see the enemy on your minimap, the assumption needs to be that they are all in your bush waiting to get the gank. And they are so good at being able to read those situations, and that's what makes them such great marksmen, because they don't often get caught.
Oh, Baj is hunting right now. I don't think they know Hunter's there, though. Fried Chicken taking a little bit of damage. Best Player as well. Shiro pushing the way. Shark making his way as well. Area 77 backs off. We are down to 4-4, and both teams are now kind of taking it easy. They're looking for plays, but no one's overcommitting.
Yeah, and the thing here that's crazy to me is even though that went even, you can still see BTK still starting to edge ahead when it comes to the gold. They're farming. Their macro is just so impressive, and Area 77 starting to fall behind. If they lose a fight, that gap is just going to be created even farther.
And watch for the split push. Big kick from Baj, but he misses, and Zia gets the kill. Now Hunter falls next. Spear Destruction does connect, but it's a no-way go. Stay away. ISO destroys the tower, but this Lord should fall into the hands of BTK.
Oh, and I wonder where the value is. Do we applaud the fact that ISO was able to get that tier 2 tower, but they lost a team fight. They lost 2 and a turtle to BTK for that.
And now they're losing a tower, so even though you get both those towers on the top side, you're about to lose another one along with your Reshi. Hunter and Baj trying to come in to help out, but yes, that is definitely a win for BTK.
Would I have made the difference if I had joined that fight earlier? And that's kind of the interesting thing here right now. Area 77 having a little bit of problems. Lord starting to make its way down as Best Player launches in.
Shiro on his own, looking for the outplay. 1v4, gets the hit, able to take out best player. That is huge for Area 77. That type of damage against 2 or 3 members of the enemy team by himself. I thought he was making a dumb play. He proved me wrong.
Yeah, and this is the problem with Lucas, and this is why he's probably my tier 1 S tier most hated hero. Shiro actually in trouble here. Feathered Airstrike is out.
Oh, tries to go for it, but I'm able to pull up this time. ISO dashes in, looking for the hit onto Fried Chicken. Fried Chicken able to get away, the implosion to respond. Shark now might be in a bad spot as Zio and Hoon try to reposition, but unable to do it in time. Shark finally falls, but it's a tank for a jungler, and now possibly an EXP laner as well, as Zia dashes in with his Mon's Force. Best player there as well. Zia gets the kill onto ISO. Best player finds Hunter, and members of Area 77 are dropping like flies.
Oh, the patience from best player. He learned his lesson. He came in, he saw the fight, and this time he waited. He was patient, waited for the rest of Area 77 to get very low. Then he came in with that shadow kill, caught himself a double.
It's buying them so much more than Area 77 can get.
Yeah, and right now they're going to go ahead and start on this. Lord Hoon took Lucas's ultimate there. So we're going to wonder if this comes in.
Fear Destruction does connect, but he does not commit. Finally in, looking for Zia. Best player able to find Shiro. Now, ISO on the run, but taken out. Zia with another kill, a double for best player, and it is looking rough for Area 77.
Hunter and Joybaz, the 2 left on the field, quickly finding this game, slipping from Area 77 fingertips. Lord about to burst through mid.
Joybaj and Hunter against the world right now. 10 seconds on the clock for the rest of the team, and Baj is bursted down. Hunter looking for the reposition, but it's just too much. BTK are the first team to secure match point.
And just like that, BTK, I want to say, and BTK fans finally probably able to let out that sigh of relief, a little bit of breathing room for them when it comes to these potential next matches.
And I mean, at this point, BTK continues to dominate. Even with the Lucas slipping through the cracks, even with the Hilda getting taken away, you know, what is the tweak that can happen for Area 77?
There needs to be an answer that I don't even know where you go from here. The Farsha was not an answer. They tried to take there needs to be protection for the Farsha to be able to kind of rain down the damage. Hunter, it feels like when Hunter has a bad game, it's being taken down. We talked about we're looking for in the early game from BTK. Seems kind of lacking.
All right, after starting the series with 2 losses, BTK has brought us to match point. Area 77 need to tie up the series and bring us to a Game 7. NACT is known for going the distance in grand finals. Will it happen today?
Yeah, and that's the big point here right now. It's all on Area 77 to be able to bring this to a Game 7. BTK, we know, can go the distance, and this is already shaped up to a great grand finals. Area 77 done, I want to say, beyond the belief of a lot of people here to be able to get these 2 early games. But are they going to be able to find the reply that is needed for BTK?
So do you take it slow here, right? Like, do you just kind of wait and buy time, Private?
We're going to see here. Hoon comes in from the flank, but I mean, we were seeing last time when Hoon was on the Zeusin, they were very aggressive with it, especially when it came to those Crimson Beacons. Ooh, and this time, Area 77 very quickly grabbed that turtle. No reply from BTK.
Come in key. Since it is a Cho and it's not a super tanky frontliner, it could be a way that they could burst through and find a way to the back.
Oh, best player onto the side, and Hunter goes ahead and uses that Crimson Beacon very early, right before the fight for this turtle.
Shiro with the electrifying beats, trying to bring it down. Shark does get the 3-man knock-up. Hoon also looking for the Terrify. Look at the big implosion. Best player able to secure the turtle, but Shiro goes down as well. Fried Chicken getting the kill.
That Hilda, very confident in his ability to kind of divert some damage.
All right, so Area 77 on the back foot. Best player doing what he does best, man. Just always on those off lanes. Could get caught off though. Shadow kill, look at the damage already on Shiro. Best player does drop, but he's close to being able to take him out with just one shadow kill.
Oh, there was a moment of hesitation where both members ran up and he still had that shadow at the bottom. The shadow disappeared and he was just stuck using his ult, hoping for the best. And unfortunately, taken down, getting Area 77 there with it. Even Shark, not exactly going crazy with trying to get those pickoffs. What he's trying to do is he's trying to get those upsets to interrupt the turtle fight. As soon as it gets kind of low, Shark goes in, gets the pop-up onto the team. And I feel like that's being a little bit more effective as Urashi gets jumped by 4 members of BTK, caught right before this turtle.
I mean, I get the idea, harass best player as much as possible, but it's scary to do, man, especially right before a turtle like that. You're giving so much over to BTK.
Oh, and right now, a prime job done. Fried Chicken able to put the damage bottom lane.
I mean, see, a full 1,000 gold over ISO. That's bad, man, because we were already talking about late game looked good for BTK. Well, that late game Christmas is coming early right now. Shark able to get the way of the dragon on to Joy Baj. Baj tries to get the implosion off, but it might not be enough. Wait a second, might be able to get the kill. Hunter able to pick up Shark. It's a 1-for-1 roamer for roamer. Urashi just trying to get away. The damage is still coming out from Zia, and best players only just showing up to the fight.
Oh man, and I love the focus and how quickly Hoon is coming in with those implosions. Best player goes in, finds a kill onto Urashi.
White Chicken able to find Hunter as well. It's 5-2, make it a purple buff for best player as well.
Oh, actually, Zia stole it with that little dash away. Shiro tried to go deep onto Hoon, but not able to find the kill. I mean, doing such a great job, and I feel like in the past when it comes into these, what is happening is Hoon is just being able to find these implosions much faster than Joy Baj is on this Tigreal right now. And that is
7 on the back foot for the 4th game in a row. What is the answer, right? We saw some nice damage come out from ISO a minute ago, but it's going to be some time. Luckily, he hasn't died, and he needs to definitely not die. But best player continues to look for pickoffs. Hunter continues to have a bad game.
Oh, and Urashi has dove it on, looking for the kill.
Player. Nice. Joy Baj able to get the kill on that one, but it's not into a good hand. Zia finds Baj, and that's exactly who you want it to fall into. Urashi will fall next as Zia picks up a double, putting him at 3-0 and 3, and now they're on the chase for Shiro.
Oh, and a nice flicker into it. Shiro narrowly gets away there, but it opens up the Lord. Oh, Shark getting a little greedy there. A little bit of protection they need, but they are going to be able to get themselves a free Lord here.
Yeah, free Lord, a couple kills. They got a value deal on that one. And Hunter, man, you're by yourself. I don't know if this is safe for you.
Oh yeah, but this is the kind of the value. I mean, especially on a Zushin, she can kind of hold her own before Shark gets there. I want to say when Shark's on the distance, and this is crazy too, because this is exactly what Area 77 wanted to do last game, but they weren't able to be as effective. And BTK pretty much putting on a clinic now.
To find an answer, and once again, they're caught in this hole of just trying to buy time.
Yeah, and that's what it kind of comes down to. When you're not able to make play, Shiro in trouble. Full shadow kill onto him, but enough a defense for him to be able to get away. But when you're caught only replying,
a lot of damage onto Baj, a big kick from Shark, and the implosion from Hoon. Area 77 is helpless in the face of BTK right now. Shiro at least finds Fried Chicken in the midst of the chaos.
Enough. Ooh, Shiro actually goes in there, able to snatch away that purple buff.
He needs that one, especially with how this game is going. Every buff, every creep, and we're even seeing Shiro kind of take the side routes looking for minions, but look at the kick on ISO. Best player with a quick takeout. Urashi might just be next. Zia also holding down the front line. They're going to look for this tower.
Oh, Shiro in trouble here.
Hero on the run, should be able to get away. Hoon tries to get the Terrify, able to secure it. Best player comes in and takes him out, chops off his head. Bloodthirsty Kings will not stop.
And just as you said, he should be able to get away. Best player had other plans, comes in there with the quad shadow, immediately gets the kill, sitting at 4, 2, and 4.
Oh, another big kick from Shark. The Purify does come out from Hunter. He will be safe for a moment, but quickly that is taken away from him. ISO now trying to defend all alone, but the poking from Zia is just too much. The Terrifies from Hoons. The shadow kills from Best Player. They just don't stop. Area 77 finds no time to breathe.
A time to execute on them. This is going to be a clean and easy Lord for BTK. Or BTK is slowly going to tighten that noose around us at this base. Lord coming to the high grounds.
Yeah, Joybaj needs a key boy implosion right now. He needs something that can just change everything. We're talking at least 3 or 4 players. He looks like he's going for it. He finds 2, but the Purify connects. Fly Chicken able to get away. Best player is taking out Yureshi, able to lock down. Shiro on the backside.
Shiro
as well. He's still going. Area 77 trying to turn the tables, and they're able to succeed. Fly Chicken falls, and they buy another few minutes on the clock.
From the deficit that they're at, do they understand that they also have an advantage here?
All right, wait a second. Baj able to get another implosion. A lot of damage on a Fly Chicken. Shiro gets locked up by Hoon with an implosion of his own. The IMU, but Yureshi's trying to collapse. Winter Truncheon comes out. Now, Zia in a safe spot, but here comes Shiro looking for it, but he is unable to get him, and that could be huge. The response, but Zia still falls. It's 2 for 1. Area 77 still winning out in these fights.
Soon as Best Player was about to come in with that Hayabusa to clean up the entire team, that's when Shiro dove into the back line with the Joy and turned the responsibility that Best Player had, and now he had to answer that Joy instead of getting the kills onto the team like he wanted.
Yureshi's taking him for a run right now. Will he be able to get away from this? The Shadow Kill does come out, but now Baj with the implosion, and ISO rains down chaos. 2 members drop. Shark tries to find the kick, but now Fly Chicken is on to ISO. ISO just dancing, looking for some more strikes. Hunter with the Crimson Beacon, but ISO finally falls as Zio takes him out. It's 2 for 2 right now. We are still living on a stalemate. I'm still speechless. If we go to a Game 7, I'm losing my mind. I don't even know. I don't know what to do. And the thing is, Zia is still a major problem, and look, Shiro still trying to make his way to the mid. Shark gonna try to delay him. Lord down about 20%. Shiro gonna try to dash in. It's all on the line. This could be the Lord that decides the whole game. The implosion does land from Hoon. The IMU. Lord still up. Zia able to steal it away. Able to take it. Zia finds Yureshi. He finds Joybaj. He finds Area 77 as Hunter's in the backside, but now Shiro is responding. The electrifying beats able to lock onto Hoon. He takes out Hoon. He's looking for more. Can Zero be the hero? They do fight back. It's 3 to 2, but a Lord will be coming for Area 77 soon. Does Area 77 just try to push on?
Yeah, Area 77 has shown the light has not gone out just yet. There is still life left in them. Looking for the push, not willing to go down without a fight. ISO taking a lot of damage.
ISO, what are you doing? He goes too deep, he's taken out, and now with the Lord coming towards Area 77 and Best Player Hoon and Z about to be on the clock, it's looking grim for Area 77.
Oh, wave management, a pension to that mini-map. The entire team of Area 77 turned around because minions were knocking on their core, and unfortunate for ISO, gets carried away into the front line and taken out, especially with the Lord now marching, which has actually been taken down, bursted down pretty well by Area 77.
And look at Yureshi in the back here, just trying to delay them as much as possible. Here comes the conceal play. Fine, we'll take the bait. We'll take Yureshi.
Yeah, they take Yureshi. I mean, I don't think that's going to cost Area 77 too much here. And I almost kind of question. I understand if the Lord was still coming down, yes, I understand Yureshi still being there. But at that point, maybe kind of would have just gone back that base. Not that it's going to hurt them too much here with this defense. I mean, I say that now with all 3 lanes starting to crash into Area 77's core.
All right, let's see what happens. Area 77 on the defense right now. BTK just trying to close it out. Hoon with the implosion. Hunter falls. Zia closing the distance. The base is at 60%. ISO looking for anything he can, but that is it. BTK still reigns supreme. After taking 2 losses, they still find a 4-game sweep, and they're on their way to MSC.
Even with Area 77 pulling out all the stops that they could, even with them going to their own boot camp, bringing all the plays together, they could not top the standard in North America, the Bloodthirsty Kings.
What a series. It didn't go 7, but 6 games of high-packed action. Look at BTK right now. I love the love. It wasn't as crazy as a pop-off as last time, but there was some respect between these two teams, and that's what I like to see.
Oh, exactly. That was something I was going to mention. As soon as Area 77 saw the cord go down, they all stood up, started clapping, and giving that respect to BTK. It's not the drama that we're used to in North America, but I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. You take a look here, ladies and gentlemen.